You see this? A Big Mac. And you probably think McDonald's makes its money selling millions of these every single day. But what if I told you this burger is just a distraction? A very effective and sometimes delicious distraction. ... The real product McDonald's is selling isn't the food, it's the land underneath the restaurant. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why the golden arches are a symbol for something else entirely. We're going to break down a genius business model that has almost nothing to do with food and everything to do with real estate. It's a model that turned a humble burger stand into a multi-billion-dollar empire that acts more like a landlord than a restaurant. Welcome to MBA in Minutes, your spot to get a deeper understanding of complex business concepts in a bite-sized, digestible format. It's your MBA, simplified. When you think of McDonald's, what comes to mind? Fast food, right? They are the undisputed king. With over 40,000 restaurants in more than 100 countries, they are a global icon. They've got one of the most recognizable brands on the planet and serve something like 69 million people. The sheer volume is staggering. They've built an incredibly efficient system for delivering a consistent product. Whether you're in Des Moines or Dubai, it really is a marvel of logistics and marketing. For decades, their success has been synonymous with the fast food industry itself. Their Accelerating the Arches strategy focuses on digital, delivery, and drive-through, all designed to sell more food faster. So from the outside, the equation looks simple. Sell more burgers, make more money. But that's the myth. If that were the whole story, McDonald's would have buckled under its own weight decades ago. The truth is way more complex, and frankly, far more brilliant. Here's the thing. The fast food business is a tough business. Profit margins on food, they're razor thin. Once you pay for ingredients, staff, marketing, and everything else, the profit on a single burger is just pennies. This was a problem the company's visionary Ray Kroc discovered early on. In the 1950s, Kroc was rapidly expanding McDonald's through a franchise model. He licensed the brand and the food preparation system to independent operators. His income was based on a small 1.9% service fee on the franchisee's food sales. The catch? He was barely breaking even. In fact, for the first several years, the corporation was constantly on the brink of financial collapse. He was trying to build this huge national chain on the tiny profits from hamburgers, and it just wasn't cutting it. It wasn't enough to fund the massive expansion he had in his head. He realized the food itself wasn't where the real money was. He needed a different kind of cash machine, one that was stable, predictable, and way more profitable. And this is where a guy you've probably never heard of enters the picture. Harry J. Sonneborn. Sonneborn was McDonald's first CFO, and he was the one who had the aha moment that would change everything. He laid out the new vision to Ray Kroc with a statement that has since become legendary in the business world. We are not technically in the food business. We are in the real estate business. Sonneborn's logic was simple but profound. He said, the only reason we sell 15-cent hamburgers is because they are the greatest producer of revenue, from which our tenants can pay us our rent. Let that sink in. The burgers aren't the product. They're the engine that ensures the franchisee can pay the real bill, the rent. This one shift in thinking transformed McDonald's from a struggling food company into a real estate giant with one of the most valuable property portfolios in the world. They weren't just franchising a brand anymore. They were going to be the landlord for every single restaurant. Okay, so how does this actually work? The model has two main pillars: the franchise system and the real estate empire. First, the franchise machine. Today, about 95% of McDonald's restaurants worldwide are owned and operated by franchisees, not the corporation itself. This is key. It means that McDonald's doesn't have to deal with the day-to-day headaches of running tens of thousands of individual restaurants. Instead, the corporation makes its money from these franchisees in a few ways. To open a restaurant, an operator has to pay an initial franchise fee of about $45,000. Then they pay ongoing fees, including a royalty of 4% to 5% of gross sales, and an advertising fee of at least 4%. But here is where the real genius kicks in. That second pillar, the real estate. Under their main franchise agreement, McDonald's Corporation finds and secures the physical location. They either buy the land and build the restaurant themselves, or they sign a long-term lease on the property. They pick only prime locations, busy intersections, high-traffic areas, properties they know will be valuable. Then they turn around and lease that fully equipped restaurant to the franchisee, usually for a 20-year term. And this is not your typical lease. The rent paid by the franchisee to McDonald's is the company's largest and most profitable source of revenue. The franchisee is responsible for all the costs of running the restaurant: the staff, the inventory, the maintenance, while McDonald's simply collects a check every month. Let's look at the numbers, because this is where you really see the scale of this strategy. In 2023, McDonald's total revenue was over $25 billion. A huge portion of that came from its franchised restaurants. And when you look inside the money from franchisees, the split is stunning. In some recent years, rental income has accounted for well over half of all the revenue McDonald's collected from its franchisees, dwarfing the royalties from food sales. This model is also incredibly profitable. For its franchised restaurants, the corporation enjoys a massive operating margin, historically over 80%. Compare that to the restaurants McDonald's operates itself, where that margin is closer to 16%. The message is clear. Selling food is a low-margin game, but being a landlord is a very, very high-margin business. And the value of this real estate portfolio, it's immense. The company's property and equipment are valued at over $42 billion before depreciation. That's the bedrock of their financial strength. This model is genius for three big reasons: stability, control, and growth. First up, stability. That rental income provides a massive, predictable, and recurring stream of cash. The price of beef can spike, a new burger can flop, customer traffic can dip, but the rent is always due. This insulates McDonald's from the volatility of the fast food industry and gives it a financial fortress that competitors simply can't match. Second, control. Owning the land gives McDonald's huge leverage over its franchisees. The franchise agreement might be for the brand, but the lease is for the physical property. If an operator isn't meeting McDonald's strict quality standards, the corporation can choose not to renew the lease, effectively taking back the restaurant. This is how they make sure every McDonald's, no matter where it is, sticks to the company's formula for success. And third, long-term growth. This isn't just about collecting rent checks. All that prime real estate they bought decades ago, it's been going up in value ever since. They own thousands of the best commercial corners in cities around the world. So it's not just a revenue stream. It's a multi-billion-dollar asset that grows in value year after year, building enormous long-term wealth. So the next time you see those golden arches, you'll know the secret. You're not just looking at a fast food joint. You're looking at a small piece of one of the world's most successful real estate empires. If you found this breakdown interesting and want to understand the hidden business models behind other giant companies, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Look, the story of McDonald's is really a masterclass in business strategy. They solved the low-margin problem of the food industry by refusing to be in the food industry. They wrapped their real business, collecting rent, inside the friendly disguise of a hamburger stand. By franchising the day-to-day risk and owning the physical property, they created a model that gives them the best of both worlds, all the brand recognition of a global giant and the steady, high-margin cash flow of a real estate baron. The burgers are just the bait. The real hook is the land. Now I have a question for you. What other company do you think has a business model that most people completely misunderstand? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.